back. This is Pastor Chris Ward, and we're doing part 3 of Star Code Update. I'd like to start out with a scripture, and it comes from Revelation 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So the number is 666. Now, we discussed the impact of my book on June 6, 2010, 6 a.m., 6 minutes, 6 seconds. Well, I'd like you to take a look at what that looks like. I have a couple photos here. First of all, this photo right here was taken at June 6, 6 months, 6 days, 6 a.m., 6 minutes, and 6 seconds. And you can see that this was taken from Stellarium, so I put in the orbital lines, and you can see the moon, and you can see that 2 planets have descended and just gone underneath the horizon, exactly at that time. Now, this happens during the daytime. When I was looking for something, I knew that the word Lucifer meant bright morning star. So I knew that if there was going to be a significant event which would kick off the rising of Nimrod and the rising of the beast, the end of the age, that it would take place sometime in the daylight. So one of the things I did when I looked for this, I knew I wouldn't find it looking in the daylight. So one thing you can do on a planetarium program is you can take and turn off the daylight, which I did in this picture. And notice I did it at 6 minutes and 0 seconds. So this is 6 minutes before these 2 planets actually set. Now you can see right here, there's the moon, and there is the occult conjunction. Now the reason we call it occult, because the word occult means hidden. So it's hidden. If you were looking at this in the daylight, you would not even see the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter. Now Uranus, as you know, he was the in the pantheon, he was the kind of the guy that ran the whole council of the gods. He, if you look at him in the zodiac, he is in the center of the zodiac, and all of the signs of the zodiac are around him. There are some legends that say he and Saturn ruled the gods, and these were called the heavenly hosts, which God forbid us to worship in the Old Testament. And Jupiter again is the planet king. So you have the king of the gods and the king of the planet. And this conjunction points to the rise of Satan, the rise of the Antichrist in this particular situation, and is observed by the moon. Now the moon in zodiacal terms is a goddess. So in our case it represents the false prophet. Uranus equals Saturn, Jupiter equals the Antichrist, and the moon equals the false prophet, at least in my opinion and in my interpretation. And so the moon being the false prophet or false prophetess, which is a distinct possibility. In this case, you can see, because I've turned off the daylight, you can see this conjunction. You see right here, this is directly over Bethlehem, as seen from Babylon. That is my key. That's my star code. Now, let me just show you this planet right here. If I take and I find Golgotha, right there. Golgotha, if you take the latitude and the longitude and you add those 2 up, you add 31 point yada 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 plus 46 point yada yada yada, you come up with 66.6 on the planet. Now, from Babylon, 500 miles away, directly over this globe, directly over the 6.6 area of latitude and longitude, the only place on the planet where it's 66.6 is Golgotha. And you take this conjunction at 6 a.m., 6 minutes and 6 seconds on the 6th month June, on the 6th day, you have a phenomenal conjunction of just the number 666. You got June is the 6th, 6th day of June, 6 a.m., 6 minutes, 6 seconds, and it is phenomenal that this is taking place directly over 666 on the planet. Even more interesting, if you ever wonder what Mystery Babylon is, Mystery Babylon is Mecca. I believe that the beast at the end of the age that system that will promote the goals of the beast will be Islam. And the capital of Islam is Mecca. Now, if you're at the Dome of the Rock, it's almost the exact same position, right near Golgotha, and you measure the distance, and you can do this on Google. Measure the distance from the Dome of the Rock, which is a sacred Muslim shrine where they have the cube, and they celebrate Ramadan every year. If you measure from here to Mecca, it's exactly 666 nautical miles. Now, you have an awful lot of conjunctions going on there, and if you get the book, all these pictures are in the book. Now, I want to see if I can find another picture. Another thing that we discussed in the book was the Mayan calendar. And I thought the Mayan calendar had an awful lot of interesting conversations and stuff pointing to the end of the age or the return of the calendar. I've been to the Museo de Antropología in Mexico City. I've seen the original Aztec calendar, and it's a circle. And as is the actual internal workings, excuse me, of the Mayan calendar. So we don't know if it ends or if it just begins a new cycle. But in my curiosity, I looked up on Starry Night and Stellarium from every direction to see if I could find anything going on December 21st in 2012. And there is nada. Nothing. There's nothing out there. So I went to NASA website and started looking up lunar and solar eclipses, and I found one that takes place on November 13th at 6 p.m., 6 minutes and 6 seconds over the city, the capital city, the Mayan culture, over Belize, in Belize. And it can only be seen in that area. You can go to NASA and check me on that if you want. Let me see if I can just find the conjunction here. Oh, here's the one on Golgotha. This is an interesting thing. You can see that June 6th day, 6 a.m., 6 minutes, 6 seconds, over the latitude of 66.6 Golgotha. And you can see that location right there. I've got a better one than that. See if I can find it here. Here is a Google shot of that. You can see I pinned it. And this is Jerusalem. If you take 31, here it is. Okay, here's the one. It's on the Mayan calendar. I can edit some of this out later. You can see solar eclipse, November 13th, 2012, 6 p.m. That's 666 over Belize, Belize, under the serpent. You can see here's Ficus with the holding the serpent. The calendar is 2012, 11/13. 1800 hours at 6 p.m., 6 minutes and 6 seconds. And I got this from NASA. And you can see right here the solar eclipse. And we're looking west a little bit south. And you can see a complete solar eclipse on the 13th of November. But we found nothing on December. So if you have any questions, please email me. Go to the website, logoschristian.org. Get down to the bottom, find email Pastor Chris Ward. Or just email me at pastorchrisward@logoschristian.org. In addition, you can go to our website and you can find links to all these amazing hidden manna that's being revealed here at the end of the age. I'm Pastor Chris Ward. I'd like to say thank you for listening, and God bless you and have a wonderful day.